All right, so today, props that you may like to have with you is you may like to have blocks with you or books if you want. And any sort of thing that can maybe a folded blanket, or if you have any sort of little tiny cushions for your knee, that would be lovely as well. All right, let's get started. So today we're gonna start off in our child's pose. So come on down onto your mat into child's pose. You can have those feet tucked in and do a closed-legged child's pose, or you can take those knees nice and wide and sink yourself down into child's pose that way. Whatever feels best for you today, let's start to roll those shoulders deep into the back here. Start off by taking a deep breath into the nose, and then exhale it all the way out through the mouth. Push those shoulders a little deeper into the back. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and exhale all the way out through the mouth. One more time, deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale all the way out through the mouth. And then starting to bring that mouth to close, start to have the breath come in and out through the nose. The length of your inhalation gently matching the length of your exhalation. And then when you are ready here, seaming that breath together, you can start to walk those hands all the way over to the right and gently bring your head back down to the mat as we start to open up that side body here. Taking a deep breath in, roll those shoulders deeper into the back. And then exhale, start to walk yourself all the way back to center. Pausing here for a moment. And then gently start to walk those hands over the opposite direction. Opening up here, head still low to the mat here as we open up through that side body. If you do not feel this through your side obliques, you need to walk those hands over a little tiny bit more. Sinking the weight of your bum towards your heels. One more breath here. And then nice and gentle, slowly start to take yourself back to center. From center, you're gonna take that left arm and extend it over to the side of your mat a little tiny bit. And then nice and gentle here, you're gonna take your right arm, you're gonna feed it all the way through, tucking the lower arm under, the right arm under, and bring your head back down to the mat. Now, option here to take that left hand and start to walk it the opposite direction here, if that serves you here. As we start to bring that left arm over that left ear, if that is safe. If not, you can keep your arm extending out the opposite way. Nice deep breath in as we open up into the shoulder girdle. And exhale all the way out. One more breath here. And then nice and gentle, start to walk that left hand off of that ear, placing that hand down. Start to slide your right arm out, place it down onto the mat, just on the edge of the mat, on the outside. And start to float your left arm all the way through, threading that needle. Start to lower your shoulder to the mat and bring your head down towards the mat. Now, option here, if it's safe for your neck, you can start to walk that right hand all the way up over the ear here, increasing that intensity through the shoulder here. Taking a deep breath in, and a deep breath out as we open up through those shoulders. Breathe in, and breathe out here. One more gorgeous breath just like this. And then when you are ready, start to walk that hand, that right hand all the way back over onto the mat. Press it down, nice and gentle. Start to feed that left hand all the way through, sinking it back again into that child's pose. Child's pose, pressing into those hands. Start to ripple yourself all the way up. Tuck your feet here so that you're crossing your ankles over. And then slowly start to walk yourself all the way back, coming into your seated position. Seated position, hands coming to the knees. Float those eyes to close for just a moment. Root down through those sit bones, it rise up through the crown of the head. Let's inhale, roll those shoulders up towards the ears. And then exhale, push them down the back. Taking a moment to start to deepen that breath, if you desire, bringing that ujjayi breath into your practice. Breathing from the back of the throat like a ha sound. With the sound of the ocean tide, take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale. And exhale. If you'd like to set an intention for your class, here's a lovely time to do so. Seeing that intention in the here and in the now, work from it. Work with it. Flip your palms down towards the earth. Give those knees a little bit of a rub and gently open those eyes. Rocking forward here from your pelvis rather than from your shoulders. Here we're going to take ourselves 3 times to the right, opening all the way up. And then pausing at center, let's go the opposite direction. Get it all rotated out. Waking up that spine. One more time around. Hi everyone leaving. And then slowly and gently bringing yourself to center. Let's take those hands right out in front. Spread those fingers really wide here as you start to bring yourself up into a tabletop position. So tabletop position, let's roll those shoulders deep into that navel, pressing here to the spine. We're gonna nice and gentle here, start to roll our weight over to that left side and start to extend that right leg all the way out. Rolling the eyes of the elbows in towards each other here, flexing that foot. We're gonna hinge here at the knee. And we're gonna start to pulse it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently start to pull that knee in towards the chest and bring your knee and nose to meet. And then extend it all the way out. Flexing that foot. Start to pull the knee and nose to meet. And then extend it all the way out. One more time, pull that knee and nose to meet here. Start to pull the knee higher into the body. And then gently start to feed that foot all the way through. And then nice and gentle, start to rock your weight forward here. Now checking in, is your knee going over your toes? If so, just start to back up that back knee a little tiny bit. If you find that this is quite intense on that back knee, if you want to grab for any of those props, that little cushion, or perhaps you have a blanket or something you'd like to put underneath there, by all means you can. If you find that this is really difficult for your fingertips to be on the mat, grab hold of other blocks or books to have on either side of you here as you start to roll those shoulders deep into the back as you really start to sink down here into this lunge. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale. On the exhalation, start to walk your hands up to your knee. Roll those shoulders really deep into the back here. Use your breath. And then when you are ready, we're going to inhale, float those arms up overhead, and then exhale, sink those shoulders deep into the back. Nice and gentle, holding here. And then when you are ready, start to float those arms to the sides of the body. Bring your chest down to your knee here, and roll those shoulders deep into the back. Inhale. And on the exhalation, float those arms all the way up overhead and fold those shoulders deep into the back here. Use your breath. And then nice and gentle, start to float those arms to the sides of the body here. Leaning your weight deep into that front thigh. Tuck that back toe under. Now option to stay down here on the knee, or see if you can start to lift that back leg up and start to float those arms all the way up and fold them all the way back. Beautiful work. Take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, rotating your hands to your heart center. Start to lean your weight here a little bit forward here. And then just see if you can start to lift all the way up and bring that knee all the way out in front. Nice work. Take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, take your right hand to your hip. Left hand comes to that knee. Holding here, roll those shoulders down the back. Maybe rotate that ankle over a couple of times and get some nice mobility there. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, option to stay right here like this, or if you want to reach down and hook that toe and extend the leg, you can. Only an option, depends on where you are at, depends on what you're feeling. You're holding here. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, start to rotate that knee or toe over to the side. Holding here, roll those shoulders down the back. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale. And on the exhalation, rotate that knee or toe back to center. Take your opposite hand. Right hand comes to the knee or toe, and left hand slides behind you here, opening up in a nice little twist here. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Inhale. And on the exhalation, slowly and gently rotating yourself back to center. Hands come to the hips. Nice and gentle, start to hinge that leg all the way up, mindful of any props that might be behind you, and land that foot on two parallel tracks here. As you start to bend into that front knee, rotate your hips to center and float those arms up overhead. Warrior one position, roll those shoulders deep into the back. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Still warming up here, inhale. On the exhalation, slide those hands behind your back, lift up through your chest, and then fold all the way forward. Humble warrior, dropping your shoulder to the inside of that front knee, dropping the crown of the head towards the earth. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Inhale. And then exhale here, slowly and gently drop your hands to frame your front foot, pivot your back toe, and step that front foot back, coming into your plank position. Plank position, removing any props that may be underneath you here. Roll those shoulders deep into the back, navel pressing to the spine, firing through those legs. Nice deep breath in and deep breath out. Of course, option to drop to the knees if you need. Inhale. And on the exhalation, bending through those elbows, keeping those elbows really tight to your body. We're going to lower down to the mat for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2. And 1, everything to the mat, forehead to the mat, framing your rib cage, roll those shoulders deeper into that, sandwich those toes together. We're gonna inhale, come on up, baby cobra. Exhale, head comes down to the mat. Inhale, come on up, baby cobra. Exhale, head comes down to the mat. One more time, inhale, come on up, baby cobra. Exhale, press into those palms, tuck those toes under, push yourself all the way up, and take yourself all the way back into your very first downward dog of the day. Let's paddle those heels here, up and down, and lightly and gently shake that head here. Yes and no. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Let's come up high onto those toes, and then sink your heels towards the earth. Come up high onto those toes and sink your heels towards the earth. One more time, high onto those toes and sink your heels towards the earth. I'm just going to turn up our music a little tiny bit here. We have to do it on our computer, so it's taking me a little bit longer. Sorry, guys. And then when you are ready, we're going to drop those knees gently down onto the mat. Coming back into that tabletop position. Tabletop position, rolling your weight now over into that right side. Let's start to extend that left leg behind us. Nice work, and then hinging here at the knee, we're gonna pulse it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull that knee in towards your nose here and crunch it in. And then extend it all the way out. Pull that knee in towards your nose, crunch it in. And then extend it all the way out. One more time, pull that knee in towards your nose, and then really bring that knee high into your chest. And extend that leg all the way through. Nice and gentle, start to roll your weight forward. Check in, is your knee going over your toes? If so, back that back back leg up. If you need to grab for that cushion here for that back knee, you can. If you need to have blocks on either sides of your hands here, you can really sink deep into that front knee. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Roll those shoulders deeper into the back here. Inhale. And on the exhalation, take your hands up to that front knee. Roll those shoulders deep into the back. Inhale. And the exhalation, fly those arms up overhead and fold your shoulders deep into your back here as we open all the way up here through our front side. Inhale. And then exhale, sweep those arms all the way down. Bring your chest down towards your thighs. Roll those shoulders deeper into the back. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, rise it all the way up. Fold those shoulders deep into the back. Inhale. And then exhale, tuck that back toe. Option to stay on the knee or rise up here. Opening up, take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, fold your hands to your heart center. Rock your weight forward and see if you can hop that back foot all the way through. Better than me, take the foot all the way up. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then when you are ready, left hand comes to the hip. Right hand comes to the knee. Roll those shoulders deeper into the back. Option to stay right here. Or you can reach down, hook that big toe, and extend that leg. Only an option depending on where you are at. The breath is even in. And out here through the nose, roll those shoulders deeper into the back. And then rock that knee or toe over to the side here. Keep those hips square. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Use your breath. Inhale. And exhale here. Gently float that knee or toe back to center. Opposite hand, left hand reaches for that knee or toe. Right hand gently sweeps behind you. You can turn your gaze towards that back arm if that is in your practice and safe for your neck. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale. And on the exhalation, rotating yourself back to center. Hands come to those hips. Gently start to fold that leg all the way behind you, stepping out so that your feet are in two parallel tracks here as you rotate your hips to center, bend into that front knee, tuck that tailbone under, reach those arms all the way up overhead, warrior one position. Make sure that the weight is evenly distributed between those feet. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Inhale. On the exhalation, sweep those arms behind the back. Clasp those hands. Lift that chin and chest to the sky. And then exhale, fold all the way forward. Bringing the crown of the head down towards the earth. Lift those hands as high off the back as possible, pressing the palms in towards each other. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out here. Inhale. And exhale, beautiful fresh blood to the brain. Nice, and then I'll drop those hands to frame that front foot, pivot that back toe, step that front foot all the way back, plank position, reach in, take out any props that you may have had underneath you here. Roll those shoulders down into the back, hold here, navel pressing to the spine, take a deep breath in, firing through those thighs, inhale. And on the exhalation, lowering all the way down to the mat for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forehead comes to the mat. Frame your rib cage here. Roll those shoulders deep into the back. Inhale, come on up, baby cobra. Baby cobra, you can stay here or you can start to see if you can walk those fingertips in front of you and lift up a little tiny bit more. Sandwiching those toes together, coming into seal pose. You can lift your chin to the sky if that works. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop down to those forearms and gently look over your right shoulder towards your feet. Nice and gentle, rotate your chin to center. And then exhale, look over the opposite shoulder. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale, rotating yourself back to center, pressing into those forearms, lift your bum up, and sink yourself back into a variation of puppy dog pose. You should feel a pull through the entire side body, right into that shoulder girdle as well here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk the hands into the body, press into those palms, tuck your toes under, rise yourself up, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, looking up to those hands at the top of the mat. We're gonna hop or walk those feet all the way through. You're gonna inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, head comes towards those knees. Inhale, rise the arms up overhead. Exhale, fly all the way forward. Inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to that, bend into those knees. See if you can either hop or walk those feet all the way back. Plank position. Plank position, lower it down through your chaturanga. Inhale into an up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, looking up to those hands at the top of the mat, bending into those knees, hopping or walking those feet all the way forward. Inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, head comes to the knees. Inhale, fly those arms up overhead. Exhale, float all the way forward. Inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat, hop or walk those feet all the way back, plank position. Lower it down through that chaturanga. Inhale into an up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, looking up to those hands at the top of the mat, bend into those knees, hop or walk those feet all the way forward. Inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, head comes to the knees. Inhale, fly those arms up overhead. Exhale, float all the way forward. Last set of these here, let's inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat, bend into those knees, hop or walk those feet all the way back, plank position, hold. Roll those shoulders down into the back, take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Inhale, and exhale here. Let's hinge into those elbows and come down halfway, hold. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Push all the way back up, hold, inhale. And exhale, come down halfway and hold. You've got this. Breathe in. And then exhale, push all the way up. Lowering it down through that chaturanga. Inhale into an up dog or cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. 5 beautiful resting breaths here. If you need to grab water, please honor that. Please do. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. And exhale here. I'm going to grab some of my tea. Use your breath. Work from it. One more beautiful breath, just like this. And then when you are ready, you're going to hop or rock those feet to the top of the mat. Inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, head is going to come towards those knees. And then we're going to inhale, fly those arms up overhead. Flying the arms up overhead, identifying our left from our right. Let's take that right arm and wrap it around the left. Roll those shoulders deep into the back. Start to sink down into that chair pose. Chair pose, you can come up onto the right toe. You can cross the toe over. You can wrap it right around. And you can sink yourself down here. Nice deep breath in. And deep breath out here, holding, inhale. And exhale here, rise with control. Unravel everything, inhale the arms up overhead. Identify the opposite arm, wrap it around. Roll those shoulders deep into the back, sink that bum back, chair pose. Lifting those elbows up. If this is too much, hands coming like so is just as awesome. Let's come up high into that left toe. Take it either over or wrap it around, sink yourself down, hold here. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out, inhale. And then exhale, rise with control, unravel everything. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands float to heart center. Just start to kick those feet out to the sides of your mat. And then nice and gentle here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold those arms into the body and take our fingertips so that they're pointing behind us here. I'm gonna come to the side so you can see more of what's happening there. From here, we're gonna start to rock our weight back onto our forearms. So, you're basically sitting on your forearms. Then from here, adjusting here, see how that feels on your wrists. If this is a lot, you're just simply rocking back and forth. Warming up those wrists see how they feel. Perhaps taking your feet out in front of you a little tiny bit. Perhaps lifting, woo, today is woo. Perhaps lifting those feet right off the mat, doing a better job than me this morning. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. You can take your feet out to the sides. And then slowly and gently start to take your feet back down to the mat. Start to slide your hands all the way out in front and start to wrap your arms around and really feel this pull. So you can grab onto those ankles here. Feel this pull through the shoulders here and gently rock your side to side. Taking a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out as you feel that pull through the shoulders. And then when you are ready, take those arms out in front and gently land yourself down onto your bum. Nice and gentle here. What we're going to do is we're going to take that left foot up and we're going to start to cradle the foot here. So left hand wraps around that foot and gently just start to cradle here. Inhale and exhale here. Now that we're a little bit more warmed up, this should work for you. We're here in the nice heat, so it's lovely. And then just checking, making sure you don't have any hair over that shoulder here. Pull it off of that left shoulder and then take your left knee and see if you can take it right over your left shoulder. If this is never going to happen, don't worry, just work towards it. Otherwise, you're going to place your left hand really firmly down into the mat and see if you can lift that right foot up and over. From here, rock your weight forward and just see if you can start to lift your bum off of the earth. And then from here, whoa, better than me though, you're gonna slide yourself all the way out here, coming into 8-point pose. Nice deep breath in and deep breath out here, holding. And then gently, gently, gently bring yourself back down to the earth. Awesome job. Take those legs straight up and give them a little tiny bit of a shake. Fabulous work. Switch your hand to the opposite side and then bring yourself back into center. From center, lifting up that right foot. One side is always going to be better than the other. This is definitely my better side. You're going to rock your hip here. From there, you're going to take that foot, bring it over the shoulder with the knee. From here, planting your hands down, opposite foot goes over. Rock your weight forward and slide yourself all the way up, coming into that 8-point pose. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out here, lifting up, inhale. And exhale here, one more breath. Slowly and gently bringing yourself back down to center. Cross those ankles over. Inhale, rise those arms up overhead. Exhale, place your hands out in front. Rock yourself up, tabletop position. Tabletop position, tuck those toes, rise yourself all the way up, downward dog. Downward dog, looking up to those hands at the top of the mat, hop or walk those feet all the way through. Inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, head comes to the knees. Inhale, fly those arms up overhead. Identify your right from your left. Take that right arm, wrap it around the left. Roll those shoulders deeper into the back. Sink down into that chair pose. Chair pose, come up high onto those right toes. Take it over or wrap it around. Sink yourself down. Second set, take a deep breath in, navel pressing to the spine. Rock yourself all the way forward. Take your knee and elbow to meet. Slowly and gently unravel that leg, shoot it straight behind you, flexing that back foot. Lightly rotate those arms to the sides of your body, coming into your beautiful warrior 3 position. Be sure your head is at neutral position here. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale and exhale here. One more breath. And then planting that foot to the outside here. Feet on 2 parallel tracks. Bend into that front knee. Rise it up. Warrior 1. Roll those shoulders deep into the back. Squaring your hips to the top of the room. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Roll those shoulders deeper into the back. Plant those hands to either sides of your front foot. Pivot your back toe. Float that front foot to the side. 3-legged dog. 3-legged dog, option to take that foot to the earth or ripple yourself forward, plank position. Lower it down through your chaturanga. Both feet meet the mat. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, looking up to those hands at the top of the mat. Hop or walk those feet all the way through. Inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, head comes to the knees. Inhale, rise those arms up overhead. Exhale, identifying your left from your right. Left arm wraps around, roll those shoulders deep into the back. Sink down into that chair pose. Nice and gentle, start to lift up that opposite foot. Left foot rises. See if you can cross it over or wrap it around. See if you can sink yourself down. Second set of these. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Lifting up with those elbows. And then gently rotating yourself all the way forward. Elbows meet the knee. Unravel that leg. Shoot it straight behind you. Unravel those arms. Shoot them to the sides of the body here. Nice and gentle here. Holding here in our airplane pose variation. Hips are square. Roll those shoulders deep into the back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Flex that back foot. Ignite through those muscles in the foot. Inhale. And on the exhalation, start to hinge into that front knee. Land that back foot all the way to the mat. Make sure your feet are on two parallel tracks here as we rise ourselves up. Warrior one position. Breathe in. And breathe out here. Squaring those hips. Bending into that front knee. Don't compromise your form. Inhale. On the exhalation, start to float those hands to frame that front foot. Pivot that back toe. Float that front foot to the sky. Three-legged dog. Three-legged dog, option to take that foot to the earth or ripple yourself forward. Plank position. Lower it down through that chaturanga. Inhale into an up dog or cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. You have 5 beautiful resting breaths. Make them deep. If you prefer child's pose here, please honor that. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. And exhale here. One more gorgeous breath just like this. And then looking up to those hands at the top of the mat, hop or walk those feet all the way through. Inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, head comes to the knees. Inhale, fly those arms up overhead. Exhale, float your hands to your heart center and roll your shoulders deep into the back. And then start to rock your weight into your toes. Toes can be touching or feet can be hip distance apart, whichever you prefer. From here, rocking your weight into your toes, come on up onto those toes. And then hinging here from the knees, sliding yourself down an imaginary wall behind you. Hold. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale. And exhale here, one more breath. Rise with control. Heels come to the mat. Inhale, fly those arms up overhead. Exhale, fly all the way forward. Inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Bend into those knees. Hop or walk those feet all the way back. Plank position. Lower it down through your chaturanga. Inhale into an up dog or cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, right foot, right first. Let's take that right foot to the sky. Look up to those hands, step that foot through. Pivot that back heel and check in now that your heels are in line with each other as you bend into that front knee. Bending into that front knee, cartwheel your arms all the way out, coming into your warrior two position, checking in that your arms are even, that you're rolling those shoulders deep into the back. Inhale. And exhale here, take a deep breath in. And on the exhalation, take your front forearm, place it on the thigh. Opposite arm is going to reach over the ear here. Really reaching towards the top of the room. Bend into that front knee. Don't compromise your form. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. And on the exhalation, just see if you can take that lower arm out and extend it all the way up. Still bending into that front knee. Breathe in. And breathe out. Nice and gentle, slide yourself all the way up, warrior two. Warrior two, shooting that front hand forward. Now you can place it either down onto a block or down onto the earth. Still bending into that front knee. As you start to rotate your shoulder towards the side of the room, start to lift that arm to the sky. Now option to stay right here. Or if a bind is in your practice, you're dropping that shoulder and grabbing for that bind. Nice, deep breath in. And deep breath out. Now you can stay right here, still rotating that chest to the sky, or you're gonna pivot that back toe and step your feet together. And then nice and gently, you're gonna start to come up high onto that right toe. crank. Slowly and gently start to take that foot to the earth. Nice and gentle, start to step that foot all the way back, your opposite foot back, bend into that front knee. Drop the hand to the earth if you have a bind. Rise the opposite arm to the sky. And then nice and gentle, rise all the way up, warrior two, bend into that front knee. Take that back arm, either shoot it down the body or wrap it around the body as you exalt that warrior, flipping your front palm, open up. Revving here into our thyroid gland, take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Inhale. On the exhalation, float those arms out, warrior two. Warrior two, straighten that front knee, but don't lock the joint. Shoot your hips towards the back of the room. Reach forward here, palms facing the side of the room. Take yourself down here. Reaching down to the instep or front two toes here. Start to slide the opposite arm in line with your shoulders and start to turn your gaze to the sky here. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale. And on the exhalation, float that hand in the sky to the outside of that front foot. Opposite hand either slides to the hip or slides to the sky here. Turning your gaze to whichever variation feels good for your neck. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale. On the exhalation, float that hand down to the earth. Opposite hand frames, pivot your back toe and pull your front foot into your body a little tiny bit. Rock your weight into that front foot and see if you can lift up that back leg. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale. And exhale. How high you get this leg in the back is not really relevant right now. Nice and gentle. Start to hinge at that knee in the sky. Hands come to heart center as you rotate yourself all the way through. Nice work. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Float that foot to the sky. Fingertips come down to the mat. Nice deep breath in. This is hard on two mats. Inhale. And exhale here. Nice and gentle. Hinge at that knee. Pull yourself all the way through center here. Use that core, oh my. And then nice and gentle, float all the way forward, floating the foot to the sky, fingertips to the earth. We have one more round of those. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, float those hands to heart center. Rise all the way up with that knee. Take that leg, extend it out. And we'll pulse it up here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee high into the body. Hands come to the hips. Place that foot down and rock those pedaling heels up and down. Nice deep breath in and deep breath out. And then let's inhale, rise those arms up overhead. Exhale, fly all the way forward. Inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to that, bend into those knees, hop or walk those feet all the way back, plank position, lower it down through that chaturanga, inhale into an up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, left foot lifts to the sky. Look up to those hands, step that foot through, and plant that back foot down, heels in line with each other, bend into that front knee, cartwheel those arms all the way up from warrior two. Roll your shoulders really deep into your back here. Loosen through that jaw. Fix your pants if you need to. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale. On the exhalation, take that front forearm, place it on the thigh. Opposite arm is reaching over the ear. Roll the shoulder deep into the back. Now, if it's in your practice to gaze towards that hand in the sky, please honor that. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale here. Rolling that shoulder deeper into the back. See if you can take your opposite arm all the way out and reach here towards the top of the room. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. On the exhalation, slowly rise all the way up. Warrior two position. Warrior two position, shoot that front hand forward and either place it down onto a block or onto the earth here. Rotating your opposite arm to the sky, turning your gaze to that hand in the sky if that is in your practice. And then nice and gentle, if it is in your practice to take a bind here, please do. Breathing in and breathing out, looking up towards that hand at the top of the mat. Nice and gentle, see if you can bring your opposite foot forward. Nice and gentle here then. See if you can start to lift that opposite foot up. Coming into your bird of paradise, bringing that leg out. Nice deep breath in and deep breath out. Slowly land that foot slower than me. Nice and gentle, start to step your opposite foot back. Nice and gentle, start to release that bind and rise all the way up. Warrior two. Warrior two, you're gonna straighten that front knee but not lock the joint. Shoot your hips towards the back of the room. Nice and gentle here, hold, and then wait for a second because we need to do our exalted warrior first. We're gonna bend into that front knee. Take that back arm, shoot it down the body or wrap it around the body. Flip that front palm and exalt that warrior. Opening up here through that thigh again. Revving into our metabolism. Take a deep breath in. And then deep breath out. Inhale. On the exhalation, float those arms out. Now you're gonna straighten that front knee. Rock your hips towards the back of the room. Pivot your hands to the sides of the room. Reach forward and take yourself down into that triangle pose. Triangle pose, gazing towards that hand in the sky. Take a deep breath in. And then deep breath out. Inhale. And exhale here. Turn your hips to the side of the room, reaching down but lifting up. Float that hand in the sky to the outside of that front foot. Opposite hand floats either to a hip or to the sky, twisting triangle. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out here. Inhale and exhale here. And then when you are ready, float that hand in the sky to the earth. Frame your front foot, pivot your back toe, pull that front foot into your body and start to rock your weight into that front foot as you start to lift up that back foot. Again, how high you get that back foot is not really relevant right now. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Work on squaring those hips, most important. And then when you are ready, using your core strength, start to float your hands to your heart center as you float that knee all the way through. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, float that foot to the sky. Fingertips come down to the mat. Hold, squeeze, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, float that knee all the way through. Raise that knee, hands to heart center. And then gently float that foot to the sky. Fingertips come down to the mat. One more time, let's rise all the way up, knee through center. Extend that leg out. And we're pausing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee high into the body. Step that foot to meet. Hands foot to the side of the body. Mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale. On the exhalation, fly those arms up overhead. Nice and gentle, floating your hands to your heart center. Start to kick your feet nice and wide. Nice and gentle, start to sink yourself all the way down, coming into goddess pose. Now goddess pose, you can stay right here, or you can take your hands to your mat. Really pressing down evenly into those hands. Start to walk your feet into the body. Start to bring your knees really high up into your armpits and start to rock your weight forward. From here, if you can take your feet up off of the mat, coming into crow pose, please do. Hold, take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Inhale, and exhale here, one more breath. And then just see if it's in your practice to hop those feet all the way back and lower it down through your chaturanga. Inhale into an up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, take 5 beautiful resting breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale here, use that breath. Beautiful deep breaths in and out. And then when you are ready, nice and gentle, looking up to those hands at the top of the mat, we're gonna hop or walk those feet all the way through. Inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, head comes to the knees. Inhale, fly those arms up overhead. Exhale, take a little tiny mini micro back bend. And then when you are ready, fold yourself all the way forward. Nice and gentle, bending into those knees. You're gonna walk your fingertips behind you here and fold forward. You should feel a significant pull through the shoulders. If you don't, you need to sink your bum down even further. Opening up through the shoulders here before we go into shoulder stand. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale. On the exhalation, bending more into those knees. Start to land your bum gently towards the earth. And then gently start to take those feet out in front. Now, option here. Some people may like to have a blanket on the back of that C curve here. If you would like to do that, please, by all means, do. Honor that. The way that you will do that, I'll show you really quickly. Is you're just going to take a blanket or whatever you have and roll it so that it's nice, long little noodle, and that's going to go at your neck placement. If that feels good for you and you like to have that for that little curve in the neck. Only an option, only if you want it. Taking a deep breath in and out here through the nose. What we're going to do is we're going to take our hands and slide them all the way down here. Planting those feet into the mat. Reach those arms up overhead and roll the shoulders deep into the back. Planting those feet into those mat. Your feet are not coming off the mat. You are tucking your tailbone under, so you are flattening that space here. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, fingertips come up towards the sky here. Do not let those feet come off the mat. Use your core. Rise yourself up for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slide yourself all the way back for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2. And extend those arms up overhead, roll the shoulders deep into the back, fingertips slide to the sky, tuck that tailbone under, rise yourself up for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet are planted into the mat, slide yourself back for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2. And extend those arms up overhead, roll the shoulders deep into the back, fingertips coming to the sky, tuck that tailbone under. Last time, let's rise it up for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and gentle, start to slide your hands to your shins. And then nice and gentle here, what we're going to do is we're going to rock ourselves all the way back, flattening those shoulders onto the mat. If you want to take that blanket underneath your neck here, you can. Start to slide your feet to the sky. Hands come behind the calf muscles. Roll those ankles over to the right. Pause. Roll them over the opposite direction. And then nice and gentle, taking your hands now, sliding them to the sides of your body. Start to lift up through that bum and start to lift your hips to the sky here. Tucking your chin into your chest here. Rolling those shoulders deep into the back. Option to stay just like this. Or you can start to slide one foot down into the body and the opposite foot over. And then bringing yourself into lotus shoulder stand. If this is in your practice, navel's pressing to the spine. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale. If you have the feet crossed, slowly and gently extend those feet to the sky. Remember which foot was over first. Cross the opposite foot in. Opposite foot comes over. One side will always be better than the other. Lift up, hold. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out here. Shoulders down, inhale. And exhale here. Release those feet if you had them crossed over. And slowly, slowly, slowly start to see if you can take those toes and fold them all the way behind your head. Coming into plow pose, roll those shoulders deeper into the back here. Take a deep breath in. Option to stay just like this, or if it's in your practice to take your knees right over your ears, you can. It is up to you. Tucking the chin into the chest. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale. On the exhalation, start to lift the left foot to the sky, and then gently start to take the right foot to meet it. Nice and gentle, sliding your hands down your hips. Slide yourself down to the mat, vertebra by vertebra. Nice and gentle here, extending those legs all the way out. We're going to fold our shoulders deep into our back here. And then nice and gentle, taking our right hand out to the side. You're going to roll yourself over onto your tummy, really slowly, framing your rib cage here. We're gonna inhale, come on up, baby cobra. Look towards the sky to open up back into that thyroid gland. And then exhale, slowly bring your head back down to the earth. Tuck your arm into your body as you roll yourself back onto your back. Pointing your toes here. I'm gonna come to the side of you here so you can see how we're going into this. Pointing your toes, rolling those shoulders deeper into the back. Hands coming to the sides of your body. Tuck your crown of the head onto the mat here. Coming into fish pose, opening up into the thyroid gland on the top of the head here. Option to stay here, or you can extend the arms out. Option to stay here, or you can start to lift those feet, holding your navel, pressing to the spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the legs, lower the arms. Nice and gentle, tuck that head down to the earth. Rock your shoulders to the side here and pause. We did so much in our class today. We don't have time for our psoas sets. I know you're so upset about that. Nice and gentle here. Good thing we had a great class with Leah on Wednesday here. Start to walk your feet into your body. Roll your shoulders deep into your back. Tuck your chin into your chest and start to lift those hips to the sky. Roll those shoulders deeper underneath your back. You're clasping those hands. Hips are lifting. Roll your shoulders deeper. Tuck that chin into the chest. Really fire in here through this bridge pose. Be sure that your knees are pushing in here, but not splaying out to the side. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale. On the exhalation, release that pause and slowly start to lower yourself down to the earth. Now, option to come right back up into that exact same back bend, or you're gonna float your fingertips to the sky. Fold the hands into the body. Make sure that you aren't on your hair. Press your hands evenly into the mat. Start to lift those hips. Start to lift that head and start to bring yourself into wheel pose. Nice deep breaths in and deep breaths out. I'll show you from the side as well. Inhale and exhale here, holding this wheel pose for 5 beautiful breaths. You're almost there. And then when you are ready, slowly lower yourself all the way down. Beautiful work. Pull those knees into the body and gently rock yourself here side to side. Pulling your chin in towards your knees. Give yourself a giant hug. So awesome. Roll those shoulders deeper into the body. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze. And then exhale. Start to roll the shoulders deep into the back. Hands float to the sides of the body. Extend those legs to the sky. Roll those ankles over again. Roll them the opposite way. And then nice and gentle, start to extend that left foot all the way down to the mat. Right foot extends all the way down to the mat. Roll those shoulders deeper into the back and tuck your chin into your chest. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, let's exhale twice as long through the mouth. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Fill that entire rib cage. Exhale it all the way out through the mouth, all the way down through that diaphragm. Inhale, deep breath all the way in through the nose. Fill that rib cage. Exhale all the way out through the mouth. Roll those shoulders deep into the back and start to float those eyes to close. Taking a deep breath in and out here, rolling those shoulders deeper into the back. Nice deep breath in and deep breath out. Opening up. And then nice and gentle, if you like, what we're going to do is we're going to take that left foot, cross it over the right, and extend it towards the side. Arms are still to the sides of your body as you gently roll your head the opposite direction. Coming into a variation of a twist here. Nice deep breath in and deep breath out. Opening more up into the bum and into the hip in this type of twist. And then when you are ready, slowly bring your head back to center. Take that leg down. Opposite leg is going to slide over the body here. Hips are just rolling to the side. And you're just going to turn your head the opposite way. Again, feeling more of a pull through the bum here and in through the leg and hip flexor as we twist here. Nice deep breath in, relaxing the spine. And then nice and gentle, bring yourself back into center. Roll those shoulders even deeper into the back here and float the eyes to close. Taking a moment to focus now in on that intention you set at the beginning of your class as you bring it into your Savasana. Take a deep breath in. Check in with the muscles in between your eyebrows and in your eyelids. Releasing, letting go. Nice deep breaths in and deep breaths out. I'm just going to switch our music over. Letting yourself melt all the way down. Melting down to the mat. Couple more beautiful moments just like this. Melting those shoulders down. Inhaling. And exhaling. Slowly start to bring life back through the body. Wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. And then gently, ever so gently, start to roll the knees in towards the body and gently start to rock yourself over to the right side of your body, pausing there for just a moment. And then when you are ready, ever so gently, start to bring yourself up into an easy seated position. Easy seated position. Let's cross that front foot that we usually do inside instead, breaking up old patterns in our body. Float your hands to your knees and eyes to close for just a moment. Still focusing in on that intention you set at the beginning of your class. Gently inhaling your arms up overhead. Let's exhale, slide our hands down to our heart center here. Inhale, rise those arms up overhead. Exhale, slide your hands down to your heart center. One more time, inhale, rise those arms up overhead. And then exhale, clasping your hands here, slide them over your head. Over your face, over your heart, and over your body, scanning that body for any tension that still may be there. Grab hold of it. Shake it out. Get rid of it. It's not so